Hi everyone, this is Kathy Grosskreutz with Bookkeeping Clean and Simple, and this is week 6 of my QuickBooks recertification is here and what you need to know. We're going to be covering the final topic, number 7 of the basic recertification exam, which is under the intermediate skills tab here. And all the links for the other videos will be in the description. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, go there and you can watch them all. And while we're talking about it, if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe to my channel, share it with others. And if you have any suggestions for any other topics you would like me to cover under this channel, I cover mostly QuickBooks Desktop and Online tips and tricks and do some deep dives here and there. Please put those in the comments, and I would love to provide the content that you need, not necessarily what I think you need. So anyway, with that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and open up this intermediate skills area, and we're going to navigate all the way down to the end here. We've covered the first 6 topics of this area, and today I'm going to focus solely on topic 7, which we're going to talk about the enhanced options for migrating clients for QuickBooks Desktop. And this is an area that Intuit is really focusing a lot of its time and resources on. So we're going to spend pretty much all of our time just talking about that today. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm not going to be providing you with any specific answers to any questions, but I want to tell you what you need to really concentrate on when we're talking about this area in the training. So what we're going to be talking about today, and these are all the topics that we're going to be talking about right here, starting with the new standalone conversion tool, exporting only specific data to QuickBooks Online, the setup checklist for QuickBooks Online, additional items that convert from QuickBooks Desktop to QuickBooks Online, converting the bank rules, and converting memorized reports. So let's go ahead and get started with all of this. And so in this lesson, you need to know how to do all these things over here at left. So a lot of that is covered in the topics area. So let's scroll down. And when we're talking about the new standalone conversion tool, we're talking about a tool that Intuit has created so that you can carry out conversions even if you don't have QuickBooks Desktop installed. But there are some limitations to that. They talk about those limitations in the left right here. So make sure you understand what some of those limitations are. And it has to do with being able to verify the integrity of the file, so and among other things. So anyway, these 2 links, and I'm not going to click on these, but these are links that take you to the actual conversion tool. So like I said, you no longer need a copy of Desktop to do this, but there's 2 separate links, one for the Pro or Premier and then the other one for the Enterprise. So when you actually go through this training, you'll have an opportunity to click on those and open those up so that you can see what those look like. But when you click to open those up, you'll be directed to a wizard, and basically you're going to go through a series of steps to bring in the company file to QuickBooks Online. And it talks about some of the stuff, and the process doesn't take very long at all. And so anyway, as you go through here, you'll go on to the next screen, and it's going to ask you what do you want to bring online. And you have 2 choices. You can export all your company data, or you can export specific data. And as you go through these next screenshots here in the training, it will break all this down for you. And it tells you that you can export all your company data, or you can export specific data such as all lists and balances and only lists. So if you go to each of these headings here, you can click on all these to get a little bit more deep dive. So if you're going to export all lists and balances, it's going to ask, you're going to answer these questions. What should you check in QuickBooks Desktop before converting the file? What should you do in QuickBooks Online afterwards? You'll need to know all this stuff, what reports you need to run and all that. And then that's if you export the whole file. If you want to just do the list only, you click on this, and this will tell you everything about all of that. And so I'm not going to go over all this with you. I just want you to see you need to understand these areas right here as you're going through this. Okay, so let's go down to the next area, and then once you've done the conversion, you're going to continue on through the checklist for QuickBooks Online. And so this checklist is divided up into like 5 areas, it looks like here. So first of all, you're going to review the data that you migrated. Then you're going to bring in your team. And then you're going to start doing the things you did in QuickBooks Desktop. And all those have different drop downs that you're going to do various tasks for. Automate how you track income and expenses and download the app for your computer. And so you're going to need to understand how to do all those things and everything that's in this area. And it kind of gives you a deep dive down into what this is for and how to use it. So we're going to go ahead and go down and talk about these are some additional items that convert from QuickBooks Desktop to QuickBooks Online. And some of this is changed in the time since they created this conversion tool. So you need to understand what converts and what doesn't. And also if you're using Payroll in QuickBooks Desktop and sign up for QuickBooks Online, it now pretty much does an automatic conversion to the QuickBooks Online Payroll, and it talks about all that. And then also the features below will convert to QuickBooks Online. And so you have to understand all that as well. And then you'll be able to deep dive into each of those areas, such as the bank rules. It talks about how the bank rules are different and what you should do before converting. And it'll talk about all that, and then what you should do afterwards. So you're going to go through and do that. But one of the main differences in the bank rules is that you have to understand that there's different limits on the number of conditions. In Desktop, a bank rule can have up to 10 conditions, and in Online it supports up to 5 conditions per rule instead. And then different options for rule conditions, and you'll have to understand all this and understand all this, because this might be something you'll get asked on the test. I'm not saying you will, but it might be something you'll get asked. So you need to understand all that. And then converting memorized reports. And there's 20 memorized reports that if you save them and if they fall in this group of reports right here, and I'll just leave that up for a few seconds so you can look at those. Those are the top 20 memorized reports in QuickBooks Desktop. And if any of the reports that you have that are memorized fall within this category in Desktop, then they will convert to QuickBooks Online as custom reports. And we'll talk about that in this training. So make sure you understand all that. And basically when you go through these deep dives, you'll see how the answers to these questions. How do you find the memorized reports in Desktop? What do you need to do in QuickBooks Desktop before converting the file? And what should you do in QuickBooks Online once the conversion is complete? And so you're going to go through all of those and make sure you understand all of that. So we're going to go through here, and then that's basically it for this training. Basically, as long as you're done everything in here and understand most of all this stuff right here, then you should have no problems in passing the test. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch back over here to the main area here. And so that's it for the intermediate skills. And like I said, for the intermediate skills, you have to at least pass 80% of 16 questions you'll be asked on that in order to pass that part of the certification. Now, if you're doing the advanced certification, you'll also have to pass the advanced skills test, which I will cover those topics next week. But even if you are not able to pass the advanced skills, but pass the intermediate skills, you keep your basic certification if you are advanced certified. And we'll talk more about that next week. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Y'all take care now. We will see you soon. Thank you for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and share it with others. My goal is to publish at least one new video per week on QuickBooks Desktop or online topics, the occasional motivational video, and a few surprises thrown in here and there. I would love to talk to you about how to help you optimize your knowledge and usage of QuickBooks Desktop or online. My Calendly link is in the slide. Please use that to reach out to me to schedule a free 45-minute initial consult. I would love to talk to you about your QuickBooks Desktop or online training needs. Again, have a wonderful day, and until next time, we'll see you soon. Take care.